Actually, I probably shouldn't even have the schedule on screen, given that it's going to be so inaccurate. Yeah, the stuff to the right. I was going to go to the spot with Paternin bugs. Probably a better idea to see about getting a save point in here so that I can more likely transfer. The bottom there are spikes. How in the fuck? Is it hidden? Guess I shouldn't qualify them as hidden platforms. Yeah, I ain't seeing how to do that. Real happy with the upgrade for that. I know we didn't get a audio beep of there being stuff. We can go directly there. And we can... 15 bugs. Wait, did I already turn those in? I was thinking I had not. Huh. Well, that makes me much happier that I did not try to head back before doing anything. Eight. Just how committed you are to your attacks in this. Also, well, I guess all this time I'd been operating under the assumption that you saved on warp. That is interesting. That really nothing? Not gonna complain about more health. Save first. Why? I wasn't that interested in coming over this way. That, and at the time it would have been a dead end, so. Be more aggressive with using the port to defensively. I think we need to do that. Something about that didn't work the way that I was expecting it to. This. Well, I'm not going to complain about more healing. Especially not when it, Luck that I actually did the right thing there. But I'd have realized that I needed to do that if I had... Oh, looks like up was actually the way forward. Also, it's weird, the jump noise for the bouncy blocks feels a little bit out of place. Definitely feels like a game where I'm going to want to play through again. See what different choices do as far as results of the game. Also interesting, that last bellflower I picked up was just a single bellflower. Oh. Whatever reason, like the other ones I've picked up, I was kind of expecting it to be 3. Not seeing any reason to come over here. Suppose if you miss the ladder down, just as it did when I first came into an area like this, like a boss arena. Not yet, not seeing the difference outfit-wise, just attack-wise. Wait, what? Okay. I'm not sure there is a difference outfit-wise. Oh, and that doesn't have a way back. Interesting. That was interesting. Well, I get to do the little mini-boss fight again. Oh, I was assuming these had contact damage. Now, listening again, I'm curious as to why that has sound very similar to the cats. Our cat form when... The fuck are you active? Wasn't really what I expected. This type of platforming. before I... Okay, so... There is a way back, so I won't need to do this fight again. Hmm. But see what I mean about the... And it stands out because not many enemies have effect. Oh, and I actually saw the ivory bug there. What? Oh, that's the... Should be a... There we go. Just a single full heal. Definitely going to forget. I have? But this is almost a certainly going to be a multi-stage fight. So this really just strikes me as, once again, don't be so goddamn aggressive. Okay, so, stage 3. I appreciate strongly the lack of name. Or dove too soon. But again, everything, even that, everything in this is stuff they've already taught you, either in the fight to this point or in earlier fights. Yeah, now it comes down to, I know at least up to phase 3 what to do. And now it's execution. Wait, what? I don't really... Oh, that's not true. I do have something that could attack up, but it's a bit late for that. And there are plentiful iframes. I'm just being... Oh, that is apparently not an attack. Okay, so that one was plain and simple. I was just being too aggressive. Actually... no, that has just as much movement. See, no, that's not worth it. I saw any, I'm curious. Can we cheat this one a little bit? Looks like no. Damn it. So this is, in general, going much better. Gotta make sure not to be too aggressive. Boy. Some of these cases, though, what's actually happening is me hitting the button to attack and it queuing up. So even though I'm hitting the dodge button, it's not doing anything. I forgot about the, There we go, and based off the fact that I don't have any health or anything on screen, I would guess that's the final boss. Well, maybe not the final boss. I would guess that is the final phase of that boss. So that's how the sacrificial maidens apparently work. I would guess that if we had made different decisions... Oh. Huh. That is very much not what I had anticipated as far as... Although I guess I did go out to fight every optional fight, so it makes sense. It's because I didn't know the way forward and assumed that they would unlock things. And of course didn't really value the handkerchief healing item. Just didn't seem that effective. I will say overwhelmingly, the bosses in this game kicked ass. I wish there had been a bit more variety in attacks at times. Most of them had fairly few attacks. But they were all telegraphed. Everything was extremely learnable, and while everything does hit hard, the healing is ultimately plentiful. And I think it's definitely one of those things where it would be possible and not necessarily that much more time consuming to no-hit each boss. Which is kinda nuts. Genuinely unfamiliar with software companies having Patreons. Hey, there's a person there, half coordinated. One of his emotes is, I've already forgotten her name. It's, I think, Kaho? And it's a really good fucking emote. I suspect he's one of the people that introduced a lot of folks to this game. And it's good. It's a really good game. I believe I've tried to... No, that's not true. With adventure games, with the Zero Escape series in particular, I believe I did a poor job of actually showing off the credits. Okay, what are those changes? Ah, well, those changes are we still have everything. I'm gonna grab the bellflower, but Oh, actually, do we still have... Well, we still have all the bugs. I never did figure out what that does. Oh, and I don't have the mid-air dodge. Chests that are open, were opened, are still open. Funny, I remember these things doing a lot more damage when this was relevant content. Also, I nearly ended up killing myself there because my first thought was, oh, I can just run and dodge roll over that. But I can't. Okay, so we also don't have the additional level of that, and we don't have the cat form. What? Oh, and walls still need to be unlocked, but we still have all the rewards that we've gotten already. Did take out this enemy to see if there was a particular drop associated with him. Nope, just money. Doesn't even have that much HP. But again, it doesn't actually matter because... Also, that's actually kind of evil. I hadn't noticed that you could drop through that bridge before. This area is just slow to get through regardless. Knocked into spikes. Okay. Oh, that hurts like hell. Wonder if that's percentage based. Who I keep wanting to call Koha for some reason. And the only reason I can even remember it at all is actually, again, Half's emote, which is Kahoy. I was not paying attention to what was said there in the slightest. So if it was... I never did figure out what, bug or... And by that I mean an ivory bug, not like a bug in game. Kidding, I can't do that. I didn't even see it, but I knew it had to be there. No, I think I picked up all of the purchasable items, so... That does actually present a negative for this game. We cannot pet the dog. Enemies are much more annoying. Well, no, it's not really. It's not meaningfully changed. I think it's the same spot anyway. Remember there being enemies up top there, but that really doesn't mean anything. Has, after all, been a while since I was through this area. Specifically the... Sometimes I just don't remember. Specifically, as I was going to say, the area up above. Yeah, and we can't warp. Makes sense. Could, do things hugely out of order. Huh. For some reason, I was really, thinking there wouldn't be contact damage. Huh. I hadn't realized, first time around, that her attacks second time you face her are actually just the same set of attacks as the first time you face her. Probably should have. And this is the knight who we, killed. Going for the true ending. Something we ended up picking up, I believe, was supposed to be related to Catherine. Had something. Down leads to areas we can't really do anything with right now. Or it might be up leads to areas we can't really do anything with right now. Yeah, this is a... kind of a mini-boss fight. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't look it, but we're actually high enough to... I don't think she ever says anything different. Also, it strikes me as kind of amusing that sound is equally used for hidden passages and cases where you haven't grabbed the ivory bug yet. No, and not that we could go through it, but we could open that right now. Even coming from the other side, I just can't remember that one. Also, I never figured out what the hell that was supposed to be for. I have the stuff to... That art... Man, everything hits really hard. Now that is a one-time enemy, but I have no idea if it's important or not. Similarly, I have no idea if ringing the bell does anything useful. I just did it because I couldn't remember what was over here. Nope, we can't really do anything up top as I expected. We can though. Oh, damn it. At least it's a short elevator. Talk to the witch, see if anything has changed with her. I don't expect there to be any change, but given that her interactions were utterly unchanged throughout the course of the game. I had forgotten about that. Well, that's gonna be something to keep in mind. Oh, Curse disables the effect of your passive items as well. I had not noticed that. I'd also not noticed that those were, the breakable walkways. One of the nice things about having the completed map is, of course, it becomes a lot easier to get around. Buy the thing that you're... yeah. Huh, interesting. This was a free path before. And there was only one of these. Some of these changes are a lot more brutal than others. Remember her being able to block. as I no doubt demonstrated when I originally did that fight. Just need to be careful. I wonder if what would happen if we said no there. Oh, that's a crest. Probably the best one. Huh, apparently there is no solid ground underneath those spikes, so it's just a pit. I think that's going to be it for me, though. I think I'm not going to bother with showing off other endings on stream. Tomorrow, though, I will be back with Mario Maker. Probably not really going through too much of the new level queue or anything of that sort. Mostly just doing multiplayer versus. But that's for them.